Shonen's all about huge life or death battles, side-splitting comedy, heavy suspenseful atmosphere, mindless fun, and even a bit of romance. That's because shonen isn't a genre, it's a demographic. That is, it's a whole lot of solid gold anime aimed at young teen boys. It covers every genre and every level of entertainment, from the simplest of comedy shows to the most serious philosophical anime. Welcome to Anime List, and here is top 10 best shonen anime of all time hardcore fans must watch. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button for more videos daily. Number 10. Naruto. Before Naruto was Shippuden, it was just Naruto, telling the story of a boy rejected by his village. Naruto sets out to become the Hidden Leaf Village's greatest ninja and eventually the leader of the village, the Hokage. Set up into various different arcs, each story shows Naruto's growth as a character alongside his teammates Sasuke and Sakura. One key moment is when he saves the village from a rampaging Gaara, turning his image amongst the villagers for the better. Each arc expands this ninja's world, exploring the limits of a ninja's power displayed through each of the characters we meet. Naruto was one of the most popular shonen battle series, capturing audiences very early on, securing itself a run that's gone on for 14 years and still continuing with Naruto Shippuden and eventually Boruto. Number 9. Dragon Ball Z. In a series that is always willing to push the limits of scale, Dragon Ball Z takes a young Goku into the stars, pitting him against some of the greatest enemies the galaxy has to offer. With the franchise starting with battles against common thieves, Dragon Ball Z has Goku travel to alien planets to face world-destroying alien emperors. Famed for its lengthy action-packed battles, Dragon Ball Z is the intrinsic action comedy in regards to anime, with its wacky characters and world never detracting from the personal stakes at hand, even when the characters can be easily resurrected. Now that the series has been rebooted with Dragon Ball Super and various movies, the scale has put Goku against the power of the gods in a brand new adventure. Number 8. One Piece. In a world of seas, pirates rule the waves with fierce power. After the promise of great treasure at the end of the Grand Line, Monkey D. Luffy assembles a crew to sail the seas to find it. With the power of the Devil Fruit giving characters extraordinary powers, each conflict absorbs a specific theme. And the way in which battles are concluded rarely just comes down to hit them really hard this time. Whether it's traveling through the desert, hijacking a train, or saving an island from a tyrant, One Piece keeps the rules of its world loose to allow for a new type of story as the journey continues. One Piece is the definitive most popular manga right now, constantly topping the sales charts as well as Weekly Shonen Jump's rankings. The series is currently on the second half of the adventure, having surpassed the midway point. It's a strong crew in regards to both their characteristics and their powers, with each being unique. Enough to create a spectacle either fighting a formidable foe or tackling a simple obstacle. Number 7. Magi, the Labyrinth of Magic. Magi is a much more recent entry into this list compared to the choices above. With the myths coming to life, we follow Aladdin, Alibaba, and Morgiana through the world of magic based on the world of the Arabian Nights. Playing through a similar structure to One Piece, our cast stop off at various points throughout their adventure to solve a problem and get involved within that story. However, Magi is much more willing to separate its casts, letting them be reunited later after they've completed their own personal story. Airing in 2012, Magi takes its opportunity to show off this world with bright colors and vibrant effects animation, with a lot of great character animation to really get the personalities of those we meet. Number 6. Soul Eater. We've had pirates, ninjas, and the Arabian Nights, but Soul Eater is ready to take us into a world of horror. Although it isn't a horror series itself, it completely adopts that theme in this high school action series. With the student base being split between meisters and weapons, Maka and Soul pair up to become the ultimate fighting duo. Fighting witches, demons, and everything in between, the theme is what keeps Soul Eater alive and exciting, along with director Takuya Igarashi's excellent handle on comedy within his series. Number 5. The 7 Deadly Sins, Nanatsu no Taizai. The 7 Deadly Sins is a shonen battle series flipped upside down. Instead of a show about an underdog getting more power and the ability to take on defiant villains, the characters of Sins have already gained all of that by the time the series has started. They're already strong, and they already have the knowledge needed to go ahead with their task. The problem is, they're scattered, and their weapons have been lost after a betrayal by their own kingdom. While most of these series use flashback to give context to a character's motivations, the 7 Deadly Sins relies on these lengthy flashbacks to tell its story, and it does an effective job at tying them with present-day events. Number 4. My Hero Academia, Boku no Hero Academia. Airing in that very same time slot as the 7 Deadly Sins, My Hero Academia is another series fueled for great success in the future. In an age where superheroes have become the most popular thing in the world, the cultural influence has spread far and wide, including My Hero Academia's world of superpowered individuals. With an exceptional display of characters emphasized by the character designs of Yoshihiko Umakoshi, My Hero Academia always takes the opportunity to explore these important human moments rather than just jumping battle to battle with a few cheeky quips added in. It's a real character story about superheroes rather than a superhero story with characters that happen to be there. Number 3. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. As a reboot of the classic 2003 series, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood brings in a unique appeal through its exceptional animation and fresh design. Whilst the 2003 series is still special in its own right, Brotherhood is famously easier to recommend and is the far more popular of the two series. Whilst it is still a battle series, a lot of the action is spread out across its run, and many conflicts may not be resolved, resulting in these really neat quick skirmishes. Even though Edward Elric is indeed a strong protagonist, it's many of the side characters and villains that really add the weight to the narrative with their own personal arcs that all tie together into the larger battle at hand. You'll find Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood on top of most anime popularity lists, as well as many favorites lists, with it being one of the most recommended shows for newcomers to watch despite its 64-episode run. Number 2. Food Wars Shokugeki no Soma. Get your blades out and proceed to chop onions. Food Wars Shokugeki no Soma is an entirely different form of battle series, instead taking place through cooking. Adopting many of the narrative tropes and style of the battle shonen that do so well in Weekly Shonen Jump, Shokugeki repurposes them for a cooking battle that trumps much of its more vanilla competition. Reimagining cooking competitions like MasterChef and Hell's Kitchen, Shokugeki no Soma regards cooking to be not just important, but penultimate. Each character has their own style of cuisine, and it's reflected in the same way as a fighter would with their own special abilities. Like My Hero Academia, it's a fairly new series and hasn't really had the opportunity to expand as much as the magazine's other properties. Number 1. Hunter x Hunter. Speaking of the new age of Weekly Shonen Jump, author Yoshihiro Togashi is certainly someone from the old age. As the creator of Yu Yu Hakusho and eventually Hunter x Hunter, he's defined exactly what the magazine is all about. Following Gon and Killua throughout various adventures, Hunter x Hunter is regarded for its exceptionally creative action sequences and the logic behind them. Each power has its own rules, and the way in which these rules are exploited makes for a marvel to watch, as we always understand exactly what each of the characters' options are and what they need to achieve to win the battle. Each part of the series takes on a different genre entirely, with tournament battles, sleuthing in New York, and even a trapped in a video game arc, all with entirely unique narrative elements that reinvents what the series is about. And those are 10 of the best battle shonen series out there. Let us know what your favorite shonen battle series are in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe!